welcome back to Vera's View, where each week I run down Raw and SmackDown with my wins and fails. This week I have a lot of wins, a lot of positive things to say, so that's a bit different. We're going to start off with my fails, though, and the first one for Raw was the opening segment with Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan, Roman Reigns. Like, the whole thing just made me cringe. Somehow, Jason Jordan ended up in the match with Roman Reigns, and it went on way too long. Roman should not be looking this done in by someone like Jason Jordan. And, like, the whole thing, start to finish, all the segments included, was nearly an hour of Raw. That is 1/3 of the show. That's insane, you guys. There was a promo, a match, the aftermath of the match, a recap, and the backstage segment before we have to see anything else on Monday night. Like, it was just insanity. And speaking of recaps, that's my next fail for Raw. There were way too many recaps this week. I feel there's like always a whole bunch, but it just seemed absolutely obscene this week. I would love to have taken the time to sit down and count how many minutes of the show were actually recaps, but I just couldn't do it. My wins, though, for Raw started off with Paige victorious in her first match back in over a year. She's definitely well underway to the road back to her house, as she's calling it. It was a nice long match. There were a couple of off moments, but overall I thought it was really good, and I'm really glad to see her back doing what she loves. Elias was a win for me this week. He was so over with the LA crowd. They were just going insane for him. I was eating it up. I'm glad to see there's like some new stars developing amongst this roster that people are really getting behind. Asuka making Alicia Fox tap out was a win for me this week. Another victory for the Empress of Tomorrow. And surprisingly, Absolution came out and once again left Asuka alone. They turned their attention instead to Paige's best friend, Alicia Fox, and took her out like it was nothing. But yeah, what's going on with Asuka? She had quite the smirk on her face. Is there some kind of alliance there that we don't know about yet? Like, I'm intrigued to see what's going on. Matt Hardy is woken. They're doing the whole Broken Hardys thing in WWE, so it seems. It looks like he's gonna be feuding with Bray Wyatt, which is gonna get hella weird real quick. Like, I'm expecting a 1200 on the Richter scale of weird. If you didn't watch it in TNA, they do some outlandish stuff, and it's gonna be really cool to see what they do in WWE with the production value they have. I am really hoping there's gonna be some Senor Benjamin, though. I heard a little rumbling on Twitter that he was teasing a return, well, like a debut, I guess, to WWE, so here's hoping they bring him in, because I think that shit is hilarious. The Bar retaining the tag team championships is a win for me this week. I really hate when they take feuds and make them flip-flop the title back and forth. I'm not about it. I like some nice long title reigns, or if you're going to lose it quick, then you don't get it back. Like, it's just dumb to me. Sheamus got himself intentionally disqualified, so they would retain, but Kurt Angle was having none of that. Came out, restarted the match, called it no DQ, but Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe got involved, and somehow amidst the chaos, the Bar managed to retain and pull off the victory anyway. Moving over to SmackDown Live, I only have one fail, and it is Sarah Logan. I feel bad for even saying it, but I don't want to rag on the women, but you know what? She was trying, and I mean trying, to rag on Daniel Bryan, and she wasn't doing a very good job. The only way I can describe it is tongue-tied. Like, it was just yikes. My wins, though, started off with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens promo. They are talking about last week. Kevin Owens is just doing his thing, and Sami Zayn says a really great line that I like. You only boo because you know it's true, to the crowd, talking about how he was not ringside last week. He was on the ramp. That's not ringside, and they definitely worked the system. Then Kevin Owens gets an RKO out of nowhere. Shane McMahon announces that it's going to be Sami Zayn versus Orton in the main event, and Kevin Owens is going to be handcuffed to the ring rope. So that was pretty interesting. We'll talk about it more in a minute. Aiden English and his 12 Days of Rusev was a win for me this week. Yep, you heard me. Aiden English. I just really enjoyed this song. The New Day came out and interrupted, and they nearly smothered a small child in the front row with a giant-ass pancake. Like, you can't write this shit. Well, I guess someone wrote it, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just outlandish that they're, like, almost killing children with giant pancakes. It's just weird, but I love it anyway. Yeah, but Aiden English and Rusev pulled off a major victory here against the New Day. I was pretty surprised to see them actually pull it off, but I loved it. And it looks like they did get a tag team victory for the first day of Rusev. And I really hope we get to hear some more verses of the song, because I was really entertained by it, actually. Mojo Rawley's explanation as to why he turned on Zack Ryder was a big win for me this week. He talks about how he had some major momentum going after WrestleMania. He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and when Zack Ryder came back, he just dragged him down. He cut all that out, and they became a team again, and they got nowhere with it. He said, I had to cut him out because he was just dead weight. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. I love Mojo Rawley. I'm excited to see what they do going forward after this feud with Zack Ryder they're presumably going to have. My next win is Ruby Riott. I really enjoy her. The more I see of her, the more I love. She was really great on the mic this week. I also am really enjoying Liv Morgan. Like, she's just so cute. Like, gosh, I just eat her up, a little cutie. And my last win is Shane McMahon announcing that he is going to be the special guest referee for the tag team match at Clash of Champions between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Randy Orton and presumably now Shinsuke Nakamura after the fallout this week. He says, you know what, if they can't pull off the victory, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are getting the axe. Yep, he's going to fire him, and not just from SmackDown Live, but all of WWE. So I'm really intrigued to see what's going on with this storyline as well. We'll find out some more next week. Hopefully, please check back with me and see what happened. I'm Vera, and this has been Vera's View for the WWFU Internetwork.